Once again, Local 5 is giving some familiar faces a shot at living the dream. My job. This week, I'll be turning the sports desk over to area celebrities for Local 5 Celebrity Sportscaster. All this week on Local 5 News at 6 and 10. All right, Tom and Aaron, it's a big night for the Bucks. We all know that already. We got a Brewers game, too.
Sure.
But it's our final Celebrity Sportscaster this evening. We're going back in time when this guy was a staple of late-night TV on the weekend. The one, the only, Ned the Dead will join us after the break.
And now, Local 5 Sports Director Bert Griffin.
Welcome back to the show. It's our final edition for Celebrity Sportscaster, not only this week, but of the year. We are joined by Steve Brenzel, or Jumping Jim Bronzel, or as you might know him in the TV business for a variety of reasons, the one, the only, Ned the Dead.
Thank you very much, Mr. G. Happy to be here, friends. It's like it's a little bit upscale for my usual TV action, though. I feel like I've hit the big time finally, and then this is probably going to careen over the hill. Well, this could be it.
No, I doubt that.
I know there's some careening. Trust me.
You might have a new contract after this. I mean, we might be after high school sports
incarceration
extra,
contract, or what are you referring to?
I'm just saying, maybe we need some chiller theater back.
I'll tell you, this is pretty slick here, and my pals are here. Aaron is here, and Zalaski, who between the Y and the grocery store, it's gotten to the point where either when I do something physical or make meat, I think of Tom Zalaski.
Which
is generally when I'm making meat, because as you can tell, I don't do a lot that's real physical. But like literally every time, the sizzle in the pan, and I'm thinking of Z at the grocery store. We've had a lot of fun.
That's a bad visualization.
No, you're right. I know. I can share more later.
All right, let's talk about your character, because so many people, I mean, I've had so many Facebook, phone calls, emails. What's going on with Ned the Dead? Now, people remember Elvira. Was she your inspiration for this? She's a little
physically,
yes.
You
can tell.
Physically, she is.
A little better looking.
No, you know, back in the day. So I started in 1983. So back in the day, there was no cable, and which we'd all like to have that be the case now. I'm sure.
Right.
Here we are. And so no cable. So really, there were very few outlets. So each market had usually a late night horror show person, mainly because the stations owned movies like crazy, right? They would have the Revenge of the Bad Cats and the Fish That Leaped, and you know, they needed to do something with those movies, so they would take someone who already worked there, not pay them, and ask them to be on as you know, because it's a TV station and all that, right? So I already worked there. I was a news photog, and they said, would you like to give this a shot? That was 1983, and I did my last show maybe 5 years ago. That's awesome. It was that long.
Well, you are a huge sports fan. You grew up in Milwaukee. We got to wrap things up because you're like John Mino. You can talk forever.
I know it's bad.
And now I know there's actually two different people.
Oh, good, right. Yeah, Mino, he's in the car. He's in the car, sadly. He's weeping in the back.
Ned the Dead doing the sports tonight as our final Celebrity Sportscaster of the week. You don't want to miss it.
The makeup will be on and we'll be rocking.
Tom and Aaron.
Time now for our final Celebrity Sportscaster of the night.
And filling in for Bert Griffin, the one, the only, the legend, Ned the Dead.
Hold on.
It is so great to have you.
It's great to be here. Thank you very much.
You know you're an icon when we have been imitating you all day long.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I'm imitating you as well. I just don't, you know, I'll share it with you after the show. Hey, everybody, the Brewers are heading down south, and Tiger Woods heads down the leaderboard at the PGA Championship. And in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Bucks were like Godzilla and King Kong combined in smashing the Raptors. We'll have highlights and a live report from Milwaukee coming up in sports, or what?
And now, Local 5 Sports Director Bert Griffin.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. You know, you might remember me as the late-night horror guy on Green Bay TV. Or you might be saying, honey, come look at the TV. There's a horrible little man on here. I am Ned the Dead, everybody, and I'm honored to be filling in for the Bert Griffin tonight as part of the Local 5 Celebrity Sportscaster Week. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks started strong, and they never let up as they took it to the Raptors in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Roll it, Lester! Roll the video! Tonight, they tried to go up 2-0 against Toronto. That's right, everybody. The two best players squaring off, Kawhi Leonard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. But that wasn't the story. Guess what? He's back. That's right, a healthy Malcolm Brogdon hit a trio of threes, and Ersan Ilyasova went old school, taking the charges and heating up like a grill fire in the Lambeau parking lot as the Bucks went up by 25 in the first half. Are those brats burning? They smell grand. In the second half, how about your MVP, Giannis, everybody? Lights out, folks. Do you know that I would have to stand on a stool just to touch his hair? He's a big man. He's a big man. He had 30 points and 17 boards, and the Bucks take a 2-0 lead in the series by crushing the Raptors 125-103. For more on tonight's game, we're going to go live to the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, where Local 5's Ryan Rodig is standing by with more. Ryan, what up, dog?
Ned the Dead, the only man on this earth who I can say without a shadow of a doubt does not fear the deer. You're off to a great start tonight, my man. And you know who else was off to a great start? The Bucks bench. They outscored the Raptors starters in the first half, and they were led, like you said, Ned, by an unlikely hero, Ersan Ilyasova, who had 15 points at the break. He hadn't scored 15 points this entire postseason up until this point. Here's what head coach Mike Budenholzer had to say after the game.
I think the way we played on both ends of the court in the first half, is what we're trying to, get to. I think defensively, 39-point quarter, I think, and it just fuels our offense. And, to come out and start game two with that kind of effort on both ends of the court, it's what you're looking for. I think a hiccup for us in the third quarter. We got to be better. We just got to keep working, keep thinking about getting better.
And Ned, I think it's fitting that we can say at this point, Giannis, even at the ripe young age of 24, the Greek Freak is indeed a monster. In his first conference finals, averaging 27 points, 16.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists so far. Now the Bucks just 2 wins away from going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1974. Reporting live from Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Ryan Rodig, Local 5 Sports.
You know, Ryan, I love that ripe monster. That should be Giannis's new nickname. That's really cool. By the way, I'd like to mention how tall I seem. I have to stand on an apple crate. I'm a little man. The side shot. Where did that come from? What is this? I'm serious. Where was that snuck from? Stop that. Luckily, I adjusted my undercarriage. That could have been a problem. All right, everyone. So let's get quickly to the Brewers plus the glasses are pretty dumb. That's old Ned right there, friends. But how can I read otherwise? All right, everybody. The Brewers started the night half a game out of first, and they look to continue their winning ways, taking on the Braves in Atlanta. Starter Ulysses Chassin was never sharp in the early going as the Brewers took an early 3-0 lead. The Braves took an early 3-0 lead. That was not good. Enter reliever Corbin Burns, and 7 runs later, exit reliever Corbin Burns, also not good, or what? At one point, the Crew were down 12-0, yes, a dozen, but they made things a little bit interesting late in the game, but they still lose 12-8, unfortunately. Today, it was second round action at the PGA Championship, and the big story was the same as round one. Brooks Koepka, he's pulling rank. I'm going to call him Major Koepka. Major Koepka, Ned reporting for duty, sir. All this guy does is win majors. More on him in a moment. That's called a tease. That's what they said. Ned, you got to tease this. Tiger Woods won the Masters, but there was no mastering Bethpage Black this time around. The 7th hole for par. Ouch. Turns into a bogey, and he misses the cut by 1 stroke. Not happy. Brooks Koepka was the man once again. He fired a 5 under 65 to pad his lead to 6 strokes. And how about some high school sports, kiddies? There was a huge game at the top of the Packerland Conference. Peshtigo, I love saying Peshtigo, taking on Sturgeon Bay. The Clippers get on board first when Max Bordeaux rips that double all the way to the wall and left. Sturgeon Bay up by 1. Peshtigo down 1, but now they're not. Brandon Ike delivers a 2-run bomb over the fence in right. Bulldogs by 1. Sturgeon Bay is going to answer, however. Jake Schneider with a grounder to short, and the throw is going to be off the mark. Trent Eiler scores to tie it up, and the Clippers win it in extra innings, 4-3. And that, friends, is a look at sports. I'm Ned the Dead with your Celebrity Sportscast of the night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. Oh, and the
Hey,
balloons.
there's your
wait,
balloons.
Wait, I have to show. Watch this. Watch this is a secret that only Ned can do. It's a balloon face! It's a horrible balloon face! I was waiting for the balloon. Let me here, I'll give you this one as a ceremonial treat.
This will go in my office forever.
Yes, except that the air will leak out and it'll look like something else. It'll be bad. You won't want it. It'll be upsetting.
You are a local TV legend, and I am honored to be in your presence tonight. You absolutely crushed it.
Well, let me say, I do want to say in all honesty, you know, this is not as easy as it seems, folks. And what these people do every single night is very difficult. And you could not have been more gracious and kind, and you help us. We get coached heavily.
You did
Heavily.
not need much
Yeah,
coaching.
whatever,
You've done
whatever.
everything in television, behind the camera,
He's soft selling.
editing, shooting, all the way back to Bart Starr as a head coach.
Yes.
Watching the Bucks in the 70s, I mean, I could tell your passion while we watched
old
both
and
the
passionate.
Both.
which neither of those work together, unfortunately. It's pretty much a losing proposition, but still.
They have stuff for that these days.
Right. Thank you very much. And that's where I'm headed now, is to the pharmacy.
Hey,
So-
Ned the Dead. Wow, what a way to wrap up Celebrity Sportscaster.
I am honored. Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Tom and Aaron.
Haven't laughed this hard in a long
I
time.
can't remember having so much fun during the day and at night. Ned the Dead.
Well, thank you.
Just
And
the
again,
icon.
you guys have been so gracious and so excellent. I have loved being here so much.
Thanks.
So
Ned.
thank you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Lester, roll it.
Roll it, Lester! Good night, everyone! Horrible face!